Hello all, TWK here, and welcome to my review of Dragon Ball Z Budokai 2 for the PlayStation 2. Budokai 2 is a fighting game featuring some of the more popular characters from the Z era of Dragon Ball. And for the record, yes, DBZ was the show that made me a fan of anime back in the days of the original run of Toonami. While I have since watched shows that are technically superior, I will always have a soft spot in my heart for this franchise. Now then, the gameplay! It's incredibly simple. You have punches, kicks, a guard, and ki blasts. While no formal combos exist, there are character-specific special moves that can be a tad tricky to pull off but are extremely satisfying to do so. As previously stated, the roster is pretty dang good. While not featuring every character in the Z era, there are definitely more than enough to satiate most fans. Just a shame that Jace is missing. Bloody spice wankas. One of the more enjoyable aspects is that every character is voiced, but if you're used to the Kai dub or even DBZ, then some of the voices will really catch you off guard.
This looks like it's gonna be fun! You're no match for me! Ready! That was easy enough!
Now for some modes. First we have Dragon World. This is the main single player experience, and if you wanted cutscenes, then too bad because all you get instead is a board game. A very slowly paced board game which includes fighting the same enemies over and over again. Doesn't that sound fun? It doesn't. Well, I thought the same thing, which is why I board quitted after the first map. Next, let's take a look-see at Babidi's Spaceship. It features 4 different challenges that will test your might. First up, Stage 1. Here we'll have to defeat opponents as many times as possible in one go, gauntlet style. In the end, I was able to defeat Yamcha as Trunks 6 times before he became a guard spamming bitch. Okay, Stage 2, survive for as long as humanly possible. As Vegeta, I held on for 29 seconds before falling. Should have learned to dodge. Next is Stage 3, land as many hits as possible. I chose Gohan and did the one thing he should have done a long time ago, beat the hell out of his dear old dad. Final hit tally was 49, by the way. Final stage, Devil's Volley, or at least that's what I'm going to be referring to it as. Just bounce ki blasts back and forth. This is easily the most addicting of the 4 minigames available. Since I was close to breaking 10,000 kilometers, I decided to play this mode again and again with a high score of 93. That felt great. So, what did I get for all my troubles? The counter resetting! That's what! Sometimes I wonder why I even bother. Thankfully, we have one more mode to go over. World Tournament! It's exactly what it says on the tin. Choose a fighter and compete for cash prizes. Attempt number 1 didn't go my way as ringouts are in effect for the tournament stage. I know some people don't like that, but it does add a layer of strategy that's absent from most fighting games, and these basic ass mechanics could really use all the layers they can get. Attempt number 2 went much better, but then again, when both of the first fights are basically against myself, I feel like that's stacking the odds in my favor a bit too much, isn't it? Really goes to show you how unregulated this tournament is. Speaking of which, the final match is against Kid Buu, so either we win and get cash or we lose and everyone gets eaten. No pressure, Gohan! Thankfully, we win with the most honorable way possible. Ring out, baby! What? A win is a win is a win. And with that W comes Zenny, which you can spend at the capsule shop to get abilities, moves, and buffs to customize each fighter's build. It's basic compared to modern games, but still pretty nice to have. And that was Dragon Ball Z Budokai 2. Not the deepest experience, but still a relatively fun one to have, especially if you play with some friends, but then again, that's kind of the case with damn near every fighting game, so much like with the last video, grab a friend, and start getting to blasting your... Wait a second. The rest of this line sounds way worse now that I'm starting to read it out loud. Join me next time for my final video of 2022. We're going to New York!
Back at ya.